Good morning, traders. Welcome to today's market review. This is Fred Razak at CMTrading. Today is August 29th, 2017, and today is Tuesday morning. So looking at the economic events of the day, we just have one number coming out, and that's at 4 o'clock South African time. It's consumer confidence number that's coming out of the United States. That's an important number, especially with the threshold that we're at with the Dow Jones. We're going to look at that just in 1 second, but first let's look at the euro. So we're looking here at the euro all-time highs. Again, 1974 right now, not really pulling back ever, okay? Just continuously going up. There's really very little space to really pick this up, but that's what's beautiful about this. If you're holding it long, continue holding it. I hope nobody short this thing because you're really kicking yourself for not covering it earlier. I've been mentioning it for over a month and a half that this thing will go to 125, and we're only about 600 or 550, 525 pips away from my target for the year. So, we've covered over 1,300 pips since May. So that's a big move for the Euro USD, but just keep an eye on it. If there is a pullback down to, at this stage, it really seems like very difficult that there will be a pullback. But if there's a pullback at 1873, that's the next spot that I would look to buy it. To buy it at these levels, it's very scary too because, you're buying the top of the move, and to short it is also very dangerous because you're also shorting the top of the move. So just keep an eye on it as this develops itself. GBP USD, big turnaround for the GBP USD. Big rally. We finally hit this 127.73-ish support level, and we're bouncing over 200 pips above it. So we're regaining some traction in the GBP USD. Let's see if we could get above this 129.91-ish level. That's my next resistance level, so keep an eye on that. Looking at gold, and this is, I've been saying it, 1316. We've been saying this, we had this double top, and then we just kept on hanging out here, and I kept on saying, this is going to bounce higher because it's not going lower. I would have expected it to go down. It didn't, and therefore it went higher. Okay, and it's a beautiful move. 1291 to 1316, big gap up this morning. That's a 27-point move. Okay, that's a major move. If you did get into it, good for you. Okay, I still think we could hit 1350 before the end of the year. Okay, especially now that we've broken this significant resistance level. Look at it on a weekly chart. Okay, it is a significant resistance level because we hit it multiple times, and this is the first time we're actually breaking it through since the last summer, since 2016. So take a look at that. Now my heart goes out to the families and kids and the people that are living in southeastern Texas. There was a major hurricane there, if you haven't heard. Many people displaced. Houston is completely underwater, and to keep an eye on that because Houston is a big oil hub, okay, and that's going to disrupt the distribution of refined oils, and that's the major time of the year where we expected hurricanes. Now I would have expected a little bit more of a bounce than we see here, but we're actually not bouncing so hard. So all else equals, I think we may even go lower. If this doesn't really show that it's getting some sort of solidification here, some sort of confirmation that's going to go higher. Usually, disruption of supply increases the price because, it becomes more scarce to deliver the oil. And so as such, I would have expected this to bounce here, but it didn't. So keep an eye on this as well as this unfolds. Looking at the JSE, we finally retraced yesterday just below this 50,000 basis point, okay, 49,920. Again, we are breaking out higher. There's no reason to say that we're going lower, okay, except if the Dow or the rest of the indices bring it down. Now, looking at the Dow, we're 21,707. This is really very disconcerting because we're making lower highs, and we look like we're getting to a point where we're going to break down further down. So if we don't see some sort of bounce here, okay, and I've been mentioning this since we were about 21,900, since about this point right here, that we look like we're going to get weaker, and as such, my call is for the beginning of the year, okay, that we're going to actually hit lower. Okay, we're not going to hit higher. So let's see if that forrates, and you guys could, call me on it if it doesn't. So lots of things happening throughout the week. Euro USD breaking higher, gold breaking higher, oil not bouncing so much. JSC still strong. So a few things to trade today. The Dow Jones, keep an eye on this. If it doesn't falter, look to short it. This is Fred Razak at CM Trading, and I want to wish you guys a great trading day. Thank you.